I sent my wife's AP's GF evidence of their affair. My wife Dana and I had been married a little over a year, together 9 years total, with a 10-month-old daughter. I was still renovating our house myself, coming home from work and picking up a drill instead of a remote. We didn't have money for a contractor, so every free hour went into that place. I thought we were solid. 2 weeks ago, something in her shifted. Short answers. Phone face down on every surface. I told myself it was the baby, the sleep, the stress of the house being half torn apart. I wanted to believe that. One night she was in the shower and her phone lit up on the nightstand. I don't know what made me pick it up. I typed in her old passcode, the one she'd used for years, and it worked. It hit me like a train. There was a guy, Nolan. She'd met him a week earlier at a bar 2 blocks from our house, the kind of place we used to walk to before the baby. A week of messages that got worse the longer I scrolled. She'd gone to his apartment. They hadn't slept together yet, but everything else in those texts said they were headed there fast. I sat on the edge of the bed and screenshotted every page. His last name off his tagged photos, his address which he'd sent her twice like it was nothing. Then I airdropped the folder to myself, changed my passcode, and set the phone back where it had been. I didn't say anything that night. I just laid there staring at the ceiling. The next few days I was quiet, and she noticed. "Why do you keep looking at me like that?" she asked one morning, standing in the kitchen with the baby on her hip. "Like what?" I said. "Like I did something." I told her it was nothing. She didn't buy it. She started pushing harder, asking why I was so weird about my phone all of a sudden, why I flinched when she reached for it. One morning she woke me up and asked me to unlock my phone so she could call herself. Said she couldn't find hers. I knew exactly what that was. I let it build for 2 more days. Then one night she pushed one too many times. "Fine," I said. "Here's my phone. Now give me yours." She hesitated just long enough to confirm everything, then handed it over, reluctant. The messages were gone already. She'd cleaned it out, but she forgot about the recently shared album, the one that quietly saves photos even after you delete the conversation. It was still sitting right there. I scrolled through it in front of her. "Who's Nolan?" I said. Her face went white. "It's not what you think," she said, and then nothing else came out right after that. Just half sentences that trailed into silence. I dropped her phone on the counter. "I know everything," I said. I pulled the folder out of the drawer where I'd hidden it, the divorce papers I'd already had drawn up and printed at the library so she'd never see them coming. I set them down next to her phone. "Go," I said. "Be happy. I don't want anything to do with you." She cried, said it was a mistake, said she didn't even know why. I didn't listen. I walked out to the garage and sat in the dark for 2 hours. I still haven't filed those papers. Every time I go to sign them, I think about the crib down the hall and my hand just stops. But going through those messages again, slower this time, I found more than I expected. Nolan had a girlfriend, Paige, 2 years together, according to a text where Dana asked if he felt guilty. He said sometimes. He'd typed, "This is so messed up, we're going to hurt everyone. I like you too much to stop," then kept going anyway. There was another message that stuck with me. Paige had found a dark curly hair on his hoodie once, nothing like her own straight blonde hair. She almost caught them right there. Nolan told her it was his sister's. She believed him. I went back and forth on it for a week. It wasn't my problem what happened in someone else's relationship, but he wasn't innocent in what happened to mine, and she was standing there believing a lie about a hair on a hoodie. I found her through his tagged photos. I didn't call. I didn't want a conversation. Didn't want to explain myself or defend anything. I just sent her 4 screenshots, the timestamp still visible, his address underneath the last one, with a single line. "I think you should see this before you plan anything else with him." Then I put my phone away and went back to sanding the porch railing I'd been working on for a month. 3 days later, at 11 at night, my phone buzzed. A number I didn't know. "This is Paige," the message said. "Thank you. 5 suitcases of his stuff are already zipped up by the door. Wanted you to know before he tries to spin some story tomorrow." I read it twice, set the phone face down on the workbench, and picked the sander back up. I'm moving to Spotify. Search LomuStories and follow.